Come for my tourism Pathshala. It will transform your dream into reality. Today we are going to understand and we are going to learn very important theory, thinker and thought of management approach. This is the comparative method of study. This topic is very essential for UGC, NET and JRF for management student. And this is a mind map method. How can we remember so many important information regarding the management thinker, their theory and their important thoughts and principle? First of all, number one, the classical thinker. The classical thinker, the great classical thinker of management, Henry Fell. He was a French mining engineer. The important theory of Henry Fayol, the book Administration Industrially et General. It has been published 1960. Main theory of this book, main focus area of this book, number one, improve productivity by analyzing workers' action. Number one, improve productivity by analyzing worker action. Number two, this is the top-down approach, hierarchical model, top-down approach. Second important thing, that this is a thinker theory and thought means principle. The principle of management, Henry Fayol, 14th principle of management. Number one, division of work. Employee are specialized. Number two, authority. Number three, discipline. Number four, unity of command. Number five, unity of direction. Number six, subordination of individual interest to the general interest. Number seven, remuneration. Number eight, centralization. Number nine, scalar chain or hierarchy. Number scalar chain. Number 10, order. Number 11, equity. Number 12, stability of tenure. Number 13, initiative. Number 4, spirit de corps. Unity. Spirit means unity of the spirit. And Henry Fayol, 6 function of management. These are the 14 principle of management, and parallelly he also given the 6 function of management. Number one, planning, organizing, command, coordination, control and forecast. So these are the comparative study of classical thinker of Henry Fayol and his theory and his thought. Now we move on the second important classical management thinker, Luther Gulick and Lyndall Urich. And this theory, and they have given the theory of administrative management theory. And thought, important thought of principle, POSDCORB. It is the acronym which mean Luther Gulick has given the planning, organizing, staffing is for staffing, D for directing, C for coordinating, R for reporting, B for budgeting. This is a thought these are the principle or acronym of management theory has given Luther Gulick and Lyndall Urich. Next important classical thinker is the Frederick Taylor. The name of his theory is the scientific management theory. And the book, The Principle of Scientific Management, have been published 1911. Main focus of this book, rule of thumb. This is a very important point, rule of thumb. It believes that practical or empirical knowledge can help in going through work. Practical and empirical knowledge, a field work based knowledge. The process of theoretical knowledge is not required. Only practice can lead to the easy learning and application. This is the central theme of rule of thumb of Frederick Taylor scientific management. And in this theory, important approaches are the theory of management, analyze, synthesize and workflow. The objective of scientific management is improve economic efficiency, and labor productivity. And what are the basic conception of scientific management theory? Number one, functional format. Number two, motion study. Next, time study. Number four, differential space rate system, shop floor management, functional foremanship, soldering, and others techniques are standardization of tool and modern cost system. So these are the important terms and terminology and conceptual area of Frederick Taylor's scientific management. This is the very systematical and methodical mind map method which will very helpful for the remember so many information at a time. Our next theory is a important classical thinker is a Max Weber. He was a German sociologist and he was given the theories of bureaucratic management theory. This theory is a theory of domination, main focused structuring organization in hierarchical fashion with a clear rule of governance. An important thought of Max Weber, the authority structure. Authority structure, the type of authority. Number one, traditional authority. Number two, charismatic authority. Number three, legal rational authority. The authority structure has given Max Weber in his bureaucratic management theory. And general concept of bureaucracy are: number one, fundamental beliefs of bureaucracy. Number two, principle of bureaucracy. Number two, characteristics of bureaucracy. These are the important area of general concept of bureaucracy. Our next thinker is a behavioral thinker, Elton Mao. So this idea, the who is Max Weber is a classical thinker, bureaucratic model. Behavior thinker is Elton Mao, is an American psychologist and sociologist. His name of his theory, human relation theory, and this theory has given Mao's experiment. And his important thought, human relation movement analysis. And this analysis is based on experiment. This name of this experiment is Hawthorne study. Hawthorne study. Hawthorne study is based on emergence of important management style contributing to industrial productivity. Emergence of important management style which contributing to industrial productivity, and Mao's emphasis on interpersonal skill was significant. This is a very important point. Mao's emphasis on interpersonal skill was significant. Our next important thinker is a system thinker. The system thinker is a Chester Barnard. Chester Barnard has given the system theory. This system theory is based on cooperative system. According to Barnard, the important principle of the system theory, the Barnard contribution to administrative thought, describe features of cooperative system, define theory of authority, explain the concept of zone of indifferences, and Barnard divide authority into two types. Number one, objective authority. Number two, subjective authority. Elucidate the nature of leadership and communication. So important question, important point is the Barnard, Chester Barnard has given the system theory. This system theory's central conception is a cooperative system. Next important system theory has given Herbert A. Simon. The system theory is a decision making in administration. According to Simon, the role of choice and behavior in decision making, facts and value in decision making, rationality in decision making, and model of decision making. These are the important thought of Herbert Simon, who was given the theory of decision making. Our next theory is a next thinker, the next socio-psychological thinker. This is a great socio-psychological thinker is Abraham Maslow. Maslow, the theory of motivation, that is called the theory is based on need theory, and thought functioning of the hierarchy of the need theory, basic need, physiological need or biological need, safety security number two, number 3 social need, number 4 self-esteem, and number 5 the self-actualization. This is a need theory. Next theory is the Rensis-Likert. Rensis-Likert theory is based on organizational humanism, the interaction and influence system. So, according to Rensis-Likert, distinguish the four styles of management. System 1, exploitative, authoritative, exploitative and authoritative management. Number 2, benevolent and authoritative management. Number 3, consultative management. Number 4, participative management. And next important thinker is the Frederick Herzberg. He has given the two-factor theory of motivation. This theory of motivation concept of job enrichment is a two-factor, number 1 hygiene factor, number 2 motivators. And finally, Chris Argyris is given the immaturity and maturity theory. Chris Argyris has given the immaturity and maturity theory and explained immaturity and maturity theory. So these 11 important management thinker in a different field: classical management thinker, administrative management thinker, socio-psychological management thinker, system thinker, behavioral thinker, bureaucratic thinker, and this all thinker we get the together, and this is very effective classes which will very helpful for our UGC NEET and JRF student of management to remember all the management aspect, their thinker, thought and theory at a time. So thank you. Keep touch with this channel. In my next class I will give you the another mind map method of study.